Hello, I'm Corrigan, and I'm an adjunct instructor at Carl Sandburg College. I teach the agronomy classes, both the Introduction to Crop Science and the Introduction to Soil Science classes. In my full-time job, I'm an independent agronomist for McGillicuddy Corrigan Agronomics. My business partner and I work with growers in 9 states in the upper Midwest, most of which are corn and soybeans, but I get to toil with some sugar beets and some barley and sunflowers and even some rice down in Kentucky. A lot of what I do is to help the farmers make their operations better. I do a lot of programs for weeds, disease, and insects. And we do some soil sampling, and I make the recommendations from the soil tests and make the VRT files that are then used to spread the products across the field. I was approached by Carl Sandburg College because they thought maybe it would be a good idea if an agronomist working in the industry was the one who taught their agronomy classes. One of the things I try to do in my class is to make sure that we bridge the gap between what we're learning in class and how they might use that in the real world situation when they're working with farmers out in the field. Another point I like to make to my students is that networking is everything. I've had almost 24 years in the industry, and so instead of teaching the students about every career in agriculture myself, I brought in a lot of my friends to tell them about what they do on a daily basis and give their advice to my students. I've also used my social media contacts to get props for my class. I put a note out on Twitter asking for soil from different places across the US, and I got samples from about 15 different states that we use in class. We've also had the opportunity to branch out. We've had live Zoom sessions with some farmers in places like Wales to learn about how agriculture is in other areas. Now that I've spent so much time in industry, it's a great chance for me to turn around and give some of that back to the upcoming students. And so I look forward to teaching them not only what's in our curriculum, but also what I've learned over the years in the crop sciences. At Sandburg, we currently have transfer courses that you can take here and transfer to the major universities across the Midwest. But we're also working on some more curriculum, so stay tuned.